Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you might be. I am HR Funk with a unannounced pre-Thanksgiving live stream. I thought I would fire up the computer this evening. This is one of these other rare opportunities where I'm home by myself, and I thought I would fire this up and just have a quick conversation with all of you as we get ready for Thanksgiving coming up. Um, there are some things coming up on the channel here in the near future I wanted to make you all aware of. Primarily, as we move into December, probably the last 2 or maybe 3 weeks of December, I am not going to be uploading videos, largely because as we get into the holidays and everybody's traveling and shopping and getting ready for Christmas and all those kind of things, I'm just not going to be uploading videos during that time. I'm going to take that time to actually enjoy the holidays for a change. So I wanted to make everyone aware of that. I'll probably announce that a couple of more times as we go through this live stream and people tune in. We've got Razor Sharp here. Good evening to you. Hootie Who is here. Bob says hello. Hello to you. And Borderline says hi from Europe. Borderline, I hope everything's going well from there. We got some news from your part of the world earlier today that sounds like there might be some unrest. I really hope you're staying safe, and I hope all is well there. Power Stroke Thunder says cheers. Cheers to you, sir. And Vic from Fallout is here. So thanks for joining, Vic. I'm sure it's quite late over there in the Czech Republic, but thanks for joining in. Pete Shore is here. Hi to you, Pete. If any of you missed it, and I said I'm going to announce this several times during the live stream, so if you heard this once, I apologize. But as we move into December, probably the last 2 or maybe 3 weeks of December, I'm probably not going to be uploading too many videos, mainly because I'm going to be trying to enjoy the holidays. I will do my wrap-up end-of-the-year video that I do every year, where I go back through the firearms that I obtained during 2001 and sift my way through them and pick out what I think is my favorite firearm that I acquired for my collection during 2001. That's always one of my favorite videos to do, but it's also one of my most difficult videos to do because normally the firearms that I acquire are ones that I like very much, and trying to narrow those down to pick out just one that is my favorite for the year is a difficult thing to do, but it's one that I enjoy doing, and all of you seem to enjoy watching that. So I will be doing that one. But other than that, need to make a quick adjustment here. Other than that, like I said, probably when we get into the latter part of December, I'm going to not be uploading too many videos as I enjoy the holidays. And we've got Dale Kidd here from Canada. Thanks for joining, Gail. And Tactics Legion 78. Happy early Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving to you. And I am enjoying just a little bit of bourbon, so I hope you will all allow me to indulge myself a bit. Mountain Shooter is here. Thanks for joining. Vic from Fallout, 1 hour, and it'll be midnight there. And again, thanks for joining so late in the evening over there. And it seems like no matter what time I decide to try to do a live stream, but somewhere around the world, it's always late at night or early in the morning. So I just have to go with what works best for me. So I apologize to all of you who are staying up late or up very early in the morning watching this. Dan the Wolfman is here. Says, finishing dinner after doing 110-year-old sucky pistol shoot. Sorry about that, Dan. Oh, by the way, I did see the video reply you did to my video from a week or so ago, which I thought was a cool video. A few folks are interested in that. Check out Dan the Wolfman. He's got a new site called Pew Reviews. I believe I got that right. So he does firearms reviews, or you can check out his regular YouTube channel where he does a lot of martial arts things. So if you're interested in martial arts or firearms, check out Dan the Wolfman. Little Chickens Tractor Time. Happy Thanksgiving. Really enjoyed the videos. Really like the police qualification series. Thank you. Thank you very much. Was a police officer in Michigan. It was cool to see you shoot our course. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even though I was kind of critical of the Michigan course, I hope you'll forgive me for that. But I'm glad you enjoy the series. Dan the Wolfman, because I like our vids. Old guns suck. Okay. Borderline, do you miss your job as at the police? Yes, I do. It's kind of funny. After 30 plus years of police work, you would think I would be just so relieved to be out of there and not have to deal with it. And there are things that I don't miss. There are things about being a chief of police that I don't miss. But I miss working with my officers all the time. Excuse me. Which is the biggest thing I miss. Now, fortunately, I still have a part-time commission with my former police department, and I was just back there last week. In fact, I was conducting firearms qualifications for them, and it was so great to see everybody again and talk to them and be out on the range and enjoying that camaraderie. And for November in Ohio, we had a beautiful day, so that was nice too. So I do still get to do that. So that's the one part that's still fun. Bill Thomas just purchased a Remington 1917 30-06. Good. I don't have a 1917. I would like to have one. So I envy you a little bit, Bill. Good for you. Iron Fist Dave says, God bless me. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And God bless America. Happy holidays. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Sonic Imperium just got a Model 10. Good for you. Yeah, what a great wheel gun. Everything you need and nothing you don't need. That's probably the best way to describe the Model 10. Luke B says, happy birthday. Next time you plan on being in Oklahoma, I want to buy you and the wife dinner. Thank you. I have never been in Oklahoma. That's one of the states I've never been to. I'd like to go there. So if I'm coming, I'll let you know. Joe Morgan is here. Glad to see him. And Mountain Shooter, my buy for the year is my Remington PSS and 223. Good rifle. Very good rifle. I had a Remington 700V or VS. Now I can't remember. Years ago. It was very similar to the 700P. And that was a tack driver. That thing was about a half minute of angle rifle. So I hope yours is that good too. Luke B acquired a new carbine over the weekend. Got an Armalite. Okay. Armalite budget called an Eagle 15. Their idea of the budget is fantastic. Good. Dan the Wolfman says, Sonic, congrats. Lion Quest Fitness turned me on to BK. Okay. BK grip adapters. And I've got at least one of their predecessors or precursors, maybe I should say, which was the oh, shoot. It's the grip adapters that were used for years, and now the name won't come to me. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me later on. Sooner or later, I'll remember that. But I've got one of those too. Dale Kidd, I'm sure working security really reinforces how good you had it in policing. The security industry really just isn't anywhere near. You know what? The outfit that I work for is very professional. It's very well run. We do a lot of firearms training. We just had another training session this week. So I can't really complain about my new employers as far as that goes. Biggest problem I have is just the time that it takes that I could be recording videos and doing some of the things that you folks will be able to enjoy. Chase Kelly, hey Howard, hope you and the family have a blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you, Chase. Art Grote is here. Thanks for joining, Art. Vic says the Model 10 is great for every beginning shooter. If you can shoot a Model 10, you're ready for everything. I agree. They're great old revolvers. Gustavo Diaz, hola a todos from Brazil. Thank you. Gracias, Gastivo. Joe Morgan, I've been stocking up on long-term food and water. That's probably a wise idea. Luke B, simply can't beat the Model 10. I agree. Hard Marts Even, question. When will you be participating in the CMP matches? I just finished Talladega 600. Can you speak more about that? Usually every year I get something from CMP saying they're going to have a match up at Camp Perry. And I did not see that this year. They call it the Snowflake match or something like that. And I did not get anything for that. Normally I look forward to that in November, but I didn't see anything about it. So probably I won't be in a CMP match until the national matches roll around next year. At least not an actual sanctioned CMP match. Warren says, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Same to you. Hope to see a review on a Springfield SA-35 soon. So do I. If I could find one of those doggone things. I was down in Columbus, Ohio last weekend and went to several gun stores looking for those. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. but cannot find an SA-35. In fact, the gentleman at the one gun store said that the only place they've seen them is on YouTube, and that seems to be the only place they exist. So as soon as I can get my hands on one of those things, I am looking forward to reviewing one for you folks. Tadish's Legion 78 told you yesterday, bought a SIG M18 and bought a Streamlight TLR to go with it. Looking forward to holster recommendations. I don't know if he's making them again, but you might want to check on Facebook for Always Faithful Holsters. See if Skip Boyer has got his holster making business back up and running again. I know he was really busy there for a while and was not able to make them, but you might check with him. Skip makes great holsters. I have several of them, and he makes them to fit your pistol specifically. And if you want some custom touches, he does those as well. And I'm going to take a little swig of this because I'm losing my voice. And I'm going down through. Ben Crane is here. Thanks for joining us, Ben. Dale Kidd agreed on the Model 10. Must have put 10,000 rounds through one as a younger shooter. Yeah, great revolvers. Great revolvers. It's just hard to beat a Smith K-frame for a wheel gun. Loaded with a good 38 special load, they'll do just about anything you could ever want them to do. Sonic Empyrean, going over the days when you could find good expensive Model 10s or pretty much anything else. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you pronounce it DAR or if it's DAR, but went hunting with a Rossi 44 Magnum. Got to say the lightweight 6-pound rifle was really helpful. Good. Yeah, and Ohio's deer season is coming up a week from tomorrow will be opening day. So all of you getting ready to go out deer hunting, and I know the other states around are having their deer season now. So good luck to all the deer hunters out there. I probably will not be able to make it this year just because of my work schedule and some other things going on. But I wish luck to all of you that are going hunting. Tadix Legion 78 suspect you won't see an SA-35 till at least May or June of 2022. I hope not. I was thinking that they were going to have them out for Black Friday shopping, but maybe I was wrong. Pete Shore, what is the name of the manufacturer that produced the left-handed 1911 for a short time? Who was that? Was it Para Ordnance? I think Para Ordnance might have done that. And they called it the Port Sider or something like that. I think that might have been Para. Borderline, do you still use the Israeli pistol for duty? No, I don't use it for duty these days because I'm issued a Glock 19, so that's what I have to use. Unfortunately, every night when I come home, I have to go out and bury it in the backyard. Then in the morning, I have to dig it up and put it in my holster and take it to work. So all of you know I'm not a big Glock fan, but that's what I have to use these days. I had to shoot it this past week. So I hold my nose with one hand while I'm shooting with the other hand. I'm just kidding. All of you like Glocks. I'm just kidding. Ben Crane, what's the non-firing replica tonight? Well, since I'm sipping on bourbon, I'm not going to have a non-firing replica tonight. So I just think that's the best way to go. Whenever I have an adult beverage with me, that just seems like probably the best time not to have a non-firing replica with me. Vic from Fallout, today's policemen's, we are Glock guys, bang, bang, 1930s U.S. cop. Hold my baby Ruth bar, one shot, one kill. Okay. Dastardly says, here in Camirado, no revolver ammo. Ammo is slowly coming back here. I'm seeing finally 9mm and 556 ammunition, and I'm starting to see the others slowly come back. Prices are slowly coming down, so let's hope that continues. Sonic Imperium says, use a Jericho. I got one a couple of months ago. It's a heavy piece. I don't have a Jericho, but I've got a Masada, which I really like, by the way. But so far, it's languishing in the safe. I'd like to go back to being able to carry that again. And 550 Shandygraph made a $5 donation. Thank you very much. More revolvers, please, especially snubbies. He says, thanks for all you do. You're welcome. And thank you again for that $5 donation. I really appreciate that. Iron Fist Dave, I have a Remington 300 Magnum. I do too. with a 9-power scope. It's heavy as hell. Um, would a rental gun store trade it in for something automatic and lighter with a good size magazine? You know what? If I were you, I'd hold on to the 300 Magnum. That's probably one of those that if you trade it, you're always going to wish that you hadn't and that you still had. That's just my thinking on it. Dan the Wolfman, today was actually the first time shooting the El Presidente. Did it 2 times with a Buell 2011 in 13s. Okay. Not clean. First shot in the A zone. The El Presidente is fun. That's a classic old drill, but it's still a lot of fun to shoot. So I'm sure you had a good time with that. Alec Baldwin says it's okay. Okay. Sipping on Jim. Yeah, this is actually Jim Beam Black Label. It's the twice aged or 2 times aged stuff, which is pretty good. Somebody else said happy Turkey Day. That was Chris, 1911. Thank you. And he loves his Jericho 941. I've not shot a Jericho. I know it's basically a CZ75 clone, but someday I'd like to shoot one. Ben Crane is at the shop. Or at the shop, I work with a 38 Special. It's the hardest normal handgun ammo to find. If you want from us, you've got to buy a revolver to go with it. Man, I understand that. By the way, how did things go yesterday? Did you get any of those 3rd gens you were looking at? You got to let me know. Samsung ammo in Rhode Island is overpriced. 45 is $50 a box for Full Metal Jacket. That's what it was here. Now I noticed the other day it's down to about $35 a box. So hopefully those prices are going to be coming your way. Stuart Grimm just just tuned in. Seriously thinking of a Springfield SA-35 to go with your FEG. Yeah, and so many of us just can't wait. We're chomping at the bit rather to get an SA-35. And I told somebody the other day, I have not seen the level of interest in a new firearm introduction that we've seen with the SA-35 for probably since the original 40 Smith & Wessons came out. So everybody is just dying to get their hands on one of those. I think Springfield Armory is going to make a ton of money on those things. Pete Shore, I'm joining you shop apparently means joining shopping for the SA-35. Taticus Legion, you've acquired a lot of guns over the years. When do you know it's time to sell them? I don't know. Probably about 3 days after I'm dead. my family will be selling them and probably not be able to sell them fast enough. Have 3 I could part with, get some needed money, but then I'd be kicking myself down the road. Yeah, and so many of the times in the past, I've traded firearms that I wish I still had, or I've sold them that I wish I still have. So I try not to do that too much these days, unless it's something that I'm just really thinking, I haven't shot that for a long time. I really don't have a need for it anymore. Those are the ones that sometimes I consider trading or selling these days. Pete Shore, wait a second, I already read that one. Dale Kidd, Jim Beam was the bourbon that taught me that Jack Daniels was the last word in bourbon. Yeah, I'm just not a Jack Daniels fan. I never have been. And I can't really say if it's Jack Daniels itself or if it's the association I have with so many people over the years that I had to fight with or that were just nasty or whatever that have been drinking Jim Beam or Jack Daniels rather. So it could be that. I can't really say one way or the other, but I'm just not a Jack Daniels fan. Iron Fist Dave says, thanks, Funk. Appreciate it. We'll reach out there quite always and hit stuff hard. Absolutely it will. And that's the one thing about the 300 Magnum. Great range potential and hard hitting. Joe Morgan says ammo there is going down. $30 for a 250 pack of Aguila Super Extra. So good. Glad to see those prices coming down. 18 Wins again is here. Look forward to this year's Christmas Carol. I keep getting criticized for my singing. I'll sing in a video, and particularly ERJG 1954. Some of you know who he is. Always tells me how bad I am when I sing. Everybody's a critic. Vic from Fallout, Jericho 941, saw a full steel stainless plastic frame or steel with parkerized finish. Only an SA variant. Really nice piece of hardware. Good. Chris Giampo is here. Thanks for joining, Chris. Joe Morgan says, stop making me thirsty. Uh-oh. Someone just came home. Sounds like my daughter. By the way, what time is it? 5:15. Probably only going to about 5:30 tonight. Then I'm going to have to make supper for everybody. So, going to be a short live stream this evening. Let's see. Where was I? Stringer news number one. Getting a 9mm, $3. Wait a second. Oh, 3 for $1 and lots of 1,000. Okay. And I keep thinking whenever that price comes back down to where I can get a box of about 50, somewhere around $15 a box or less, I'm going to get several thousand rounds of this stuff. So at least I have it on hand. I've got a few hundred rounds right now, and I've got some hand loads, but I want to lay in a supply of factory stuff just so I've got it. The old kids laughing at me. Beach horses, Jack Daniels smells like dirty socks. Tactics Legion 78. I think the reason for the demand on the SA-35 is because we've come bored with nothing but double stack polymer. I agree. And I was talking about that in that video recently where I talked about you go into a gun store and you see these black plastic striker fired pistols. You can't even tell which one's which. And it's just like, an entire case of that. And you're going, well, what even is that thing? You got to look at the tags to see which one is which. So yeah, something with a little bit of personality is going to be welcome from the manufacturers out there. Stuart Grimm, do you have a non-personal email? No, all my emails are personal. And I think there's at least one of them that's up on the YouTube channel. If you go there, I think you can find my one email address there. I've put it up many times for people to be able to use. So it's not hard to find my email address. Chris Giampo, you have to try a screwball peanut butter bourbon with. Ew, I don't know about the sounds of that. I like peanut butter, but I don't know about peanut butter bourbon whiskey. Put it in the freezer first. Have a bourbon pop. Let's see. Stephen Detweiler's here. Happy Thanksgiving. Liked the last review. Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Ben Crane, the firearms in the auction went crazy high. Did get a 3A plus body armor. Okay, well, that's good. What did they go for? Let's see. You were looking at a 4006, I think, and a 4566. So if you wouldn't mind, just let me know about what those went for because I'm curious. Two great third generation pistols there, by the way. Dale Kidd, we'll put a mic in ERJG shower. I'm going to tell him that. I don't know if he's going to be in the live chat or the live stream tonight, but I'll tell him that because I usually talk to him about once a day. So I'll be sure to tell him we're going to bug his shower. Julie Jackson is here. Says happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Julie. Dan the Wolfman is headed home. Thanks for joining us, Dan. You drive safely. Tactics Legion says, me personally, can't wait to get the new Garrison 1911 from Springfield. I've seen that a couple of times. The one that I would like, the 1911 they have is the Ronin. I keep looking at that, the two-tone. I've said before, I'm a sucker for two-tone pistols, and I really like the looks of that Ronin. I saw one the other day, but I'm saving up my pennies to get that SA-35 right now. Ben Crane says, as long as it's just a mic. Yeah, we don't want any and no video from there. We don't want to see RJG in that state. Any word on the Kim Potter trial? Not that I have heard. By the way, I almost called this tonight the Let's Go Brandon live stream or live chat, but I decided to keep it a little more G-rated and go with the pre-Thanksgiving live chat. Stephen Metweiler went up to Colorado and shot with my brother. Finally got to run a lot of rounds through the Hellcat. Tactical reloads ran flawlessly. I really like my Hellcat. That's one of my favorite pistols that I've received or acquired in the last couple of years. I carry that thing a lot, especially this time of year, and I just really like it. The thing it shoots like a much bigger pistol. You're shooting that thing, and it almost feels like you're shooting a M&P or something much larger because it just puts the shots right where you're aiming. I love that big, easy to see front sight. So I can't say enough good things about the Hellcat. Stuart Grimm, can you recommend a powder for 30-06, 1903 tried H 4895? I like 4064 in my 30-06 loads. It just does a good job. I use kind of a light load for my Garand, and it's extremely accurate, does a great job. So you might want to try 4064 and see how that runs for you. Stringer News, SA mil spec for me. Okay, cool. Borderline, what do you prefer, 9mm or 40 Smith & Wesson? Either or. I seem to carry the 9mm more frequently these days, but I still like 40 Smith & Wesson. So I really can't specify a preference one way or the other. They're both good. Mountain Shooter says AMT lefty. Maybe it was AMT. I can't remember for sure. I was thinking maybe it was para ordnance, but maybe it was AMT. Vic from Fallout says, "You guys drink Jim Beam. My gunsmith drinks Jameson's." Okay. So what's the preferred drink in the Czech Republic, Vic? I'm just curious. I don't know. Do you guys lean more toward whiskey? Is it more like brandy or something like that over there? I'm just curious. I have no idea whatsoever. Maybe it's even something like vodka coming down from Russia. I don't know. Let's see. Julie Jackson says, hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Same to you, Julie. Chris Giampo looking at getting a 20-inch AR-15 A3. Suggestions besides Colt or CZ? Probably Rock River Arms would be the first one that comes to mind. Rock River makes great rifles. I've been using them for years. I don't think you're going to go wrong with one. Ben Crane 4006 went for $750, and it was beat up 4566 TSW for $800. That's not surprising. In fact, I thought you were going to say they went for even more than that. Both were former West Virginia conservation officer duty guns. Okay, and they were pretty rough. Yeah. The third gens, they're going up and up and up, and the people that have them are holding on to them. I'm holding on to the ones that I have. Joe Morgan's recommending DPMS, another good brand. Steve Detweiler, let's go, Brandon. Yep. Let's see. Mountain Shooter, need primers for, yeah. Primers have still not come back. And if you do find them, they're just insanely expensive. I've got a small stockpile left, and I'm trying to be very careful with them. Dale Kidd says, "Hey Chief, what do you think about the new M&P 2.0 and 10mm introduction? It has some attraction, especially as a..." I'm kind of lukewarm to it, and I was talking the other day about that. I like the 10mm. I like it a lot, but to me, it's more of a field cartridge. It's not so much of a defensive cartridge. So, I like it in my 1911s. I have a Smith & Wesson 1076 that's similar to the old FBI guns. But, in an M&P for like a defensive duty type pistol, I'm just kind of lukewarm to that whole idea. The Glock 20 has been around for a long time. I don't know. If I'm out in the field, if I'm out wandering and I'm in the woods and I'm worried about, defense against animals, or maybe, doing a little bit of medium range hunting or something like that, I like it out of the 1911 with that single action trigger. So I don't know. They announced that this past week. I know it's got some attention out there, but I don't know. I'm just, like I said, kind of lukewarm to the whole thing. Bill Thomas says, Remington 1917 30-06, purchased from a 92-year-old original owner. Wow. 6-inch group at 150 yards with open sights. Okay, got $300. Good price. Both of us happy. It says stay safe and stay safe and smart. I've really not had that much bourbon, folks. I'm just having a hard time talking. Vic from Fallout, why don't I see more Kimber pistols in the hands of U.S. gun tubers? I don't know. I'm not sure why that is. J. Douglas Henderson says, hey, Mr. Funk, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Mountain Shooter has a 10-06 in his safe. Too heavy. I can see why you would say that. Again, I look at that more as a field pistol. You know, if you're carrying it in a good holster, it's not that bad. That's kind of what I think of my 1911 and 10 millimeter. That's what I think of my 1076. Once in a great while, I'll carry that 1076 just for something different, but not too often. And Death Management says, happy Thanksgiving from Alberta, Canada. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ben, by the way, is Thanksgiving celebrated in Canada? I don't know. It seems like it should be, but I don't know the answer to that. So you guys up there will have to let me know. Ben Crane is talking to Vic from Fallout. Tadix Legion 78. I remember seeing an old National Geographic magazine about beer consumption. Believe it was Belgium and Czech Republic that were the biggest group for beer drinkers in Europe. So those are the countries to go to. I don't see Mark here from Belgium, so that's too bad. He could enlighten us on that. Julie Jackson says, question, sir, what do you think about the 1911 and 9mm? I've been contemplating for about a week. The brand that I want to buy is only available in 9mm, not in 45. An SAM 1911 Thunderbolt. Okay. I think I don't think I would go with a full size 1911 and 9mm. I was looking at that. I would probably look for a commander size, or maybe even like something smaller yet than that if I was going to go with the 9mm version. But in those sizes, I don't see any problem with it. The 9mm is a great platform. So if you look at it in a 9mm, I think that's a good option. You're going to reduce your recoil. You're going to increase your capacity a little bit. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, go for it. Peter Monk says, blessings and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Peter. Same to you. Chris Champos' says, absence is good. I have never tried that, and from what I know of it, I probably never will. Steve Detweiler was going to get a new gun, but suddenly $1,000 for my dentist. Ooh. Hope she buys a gun with it. I hope so too. So Pistol Pete is going to go for the 2.0 10mm M&P. So good for you. And SS says, how much money would Kyle's AR fetch at an auction? That's a good question. If they can get it back from the DA. The last time I saw it, he was pointing it at the jury. Mountain Shooter says, yep, 10mm is a good round. I agree. Steve Detweiler says, that's what all the drunks say. Rabbi is here. Thanks for joining us, Rabbi. Glad you made it. Steve Detweiler says, my dentist actually owns the local gun shop. Now that's funny. That's a dentist I want to go to. Dale Kidd says, yes, they do have Thanksgiving, but it's in October. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. And Pistol Pete echoed that Canada does not celebrate when we do. Okay. Joshua, I don't know if you pronounce that Brack or Bracky or Breaky. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Says, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Same to you. Have you had any interest in optics ready handguns? I've barely started with it and become a fan of Hollow Sun optics. Hollow Sun makes good optics. I'm slowly starting to add optics to my handguns as my eyes age. So I'm not adverse to that, but I'm also not. I would not say I'm well educated in them yet. That's something that I'm learning as I go. I should be hopefully getting a new handgun optic coming in soon from Hilux Leatherwood, so I can review that for you folks. So keep your fingers crossed, and when I get it, you'll see it. Mark Helmer says, hi, HR. How often do you swap out your carry ammo? At least annually. It depends on what firearm it is, how often I carry it, what kind of conditions that ammunition is exposed to. So at least annually and sometimes more frequently than that. RBMD 2020-2A, your thoughts on the SA35? I don't have any yet because all I've done is seen them on other videos. So as soon as I can actually physically get a hold of one and review it, I'll let you know. Travis Chapin, hello to you. Thanks for joining. Pistol Pete says, went to Canada during their Thanksgiving and everything was closed for the holiday. Said, what the heck? It's October. So, okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind if I go to Canada in October. Rabbi says, keep me posted. Okay, that he's talking to someone else. Talking to Pete, actually. Vic from Fallout says, we're a beer nation. Pilsen beer or Budweiser. Original is, I'm going to mispronounce this, I'm sure, České. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Budajovice. I'm not even going to try. I can't say it. Popular is Fernet herbs and okay, with original plums or rum. I'm sorry, Vic. I'm just not even going to try. There's no way I can pronounce that. Steve Detweiler says, get a Springfield EMP4. Love mine. Okay, and I've seen those. They're nice looking pistols, but I've just never shot one. And your pastor loves his. I like your pastor. Julie Jackson is commander size. Thank you. You're welcome. Getting it today as a birthday present. Good for you. Congratulations and happy birthday. Lots of comments going on with Rabbi. Rabbi is always the life of the party. John Heater says hi from Copley, PA. Hi, thanks for joining. And for some reason, sorry. I felt that coming on. I was trying to stifle it as long as I could and just couldn't do it any longer. Don Grimes just discovered the channel and really enjoy it. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Do a great job with your content. Thank you. Thank you, Don, very much. Julie Jackson, didn't realize you're in the Philippines, says they don't have Thanksgiving in the Philippines. I'm not really surprised to hear that, but get to celebrate it whenever you're back in the U.S. Good. Hope you come back frequently. Rabbi nearly didn't make it out today. Spent the night in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, good. I hope you're doing better, Rabbi. Definitely don't want anything bad to happen. So thoughts and prayers going out to you. With Springfield now making the SA35, I'm hoping we may soon see a modernized version with an accessory rail and optics ready. We'll see. Like I said, I think they're going to sell a bundle of those things, so maybe we'll see some variations of it. Ben Crane, welcome to the Funky Bunch. And I'm just going down through here. A lot of you guys are talking amongst each other. I'm looking for the next comment directed toward me. John Heater says HR, a lot of incorrect info on the M18, M17 out there. Yeah, I know. And there always is. Yeah, it seems like, whenever, something is introduced and if it's got some issues out of the gates, and even if those are corrected, it takes a long time. Yeah, look how many people still make the comments about the AR-15 after whatever we're up to now, 50 years that it's been in service, and they'll still talk about some of the things that happened with the original AR-15s when they first came out. So whenever a firearm has issues right when it's introduced, it seems like they can never quite get past those. The Smith & Wesson Sigma is the same exact way. A lot of people saying bless you, so thank you. P. Joseph is here. Thank you for joining. Glad you made it. It's got to be pretty late over there too, so I'm glad that you're joining in. What's for dinner? We're having chili this evening, so I got to go out there, like I said, pretty soon and start to serve that up. So I can't stay too long this evening, but Thanks to all of you for joining. And if you missed it at the very, very beginning, I want to throw this out again. Part of the reason I wanted to do the live stream tonight was to get the word out that as we get into December, particularly the latter 2 or 3 weeks of December, I'm probably not going to be uploading too many videos because I'm going to be doing all the things we do that time of year, shopping and getting ready for the holidays and all that kind of thing. So don't panic. The channel's not going away. There are still 550 plus videos up there for everyone to enjoy. So don't worry, I'll be back, and I will be doing my wrap up video that I always do. Probably between Christmas and uh, New Year's Day, where I talk about my favorite new firearms coming to my collection during 2021. So that'll be coming up. And let's see, where are we? Len S says hello from Connecticut. Hello to you. Most of my gun choices are based around 10 round magazines. Looking into that new Springfield 10 millimeter. Okay, good. Joshua, again, I don't know if it's breaky or bracky. On your carry guns, do you stick with iron sights? Do you stick with stock sights? Or if you change them out, what sights do you typically prefer? Usually I stick with the stock sights. I usually don't do a lot of sight swapping. If I do, I like the True Glows. But generally I stick with what's on there to begin with. Mark Becker is here. Just bought a Marlin 1895 and 44 mag. Wow, cool. I was thinking about doing a video for next week for deer season, as I said, coming up here in Ohio with my 444 Marlin. That's one that has never made it in front of the camera yet, or at least never for a full review and shooting. So you might see the 444 coming out pretty soon. Wow. Tack Dad and Gunyon. Hi, I love the gun talk. My boys 1411 enjoy watching the videos together. How do you prefer your turkey? I like it cooked. And I'm a white meat person. Not so much for the drumsticks and all that kind of thing. I like the breast, so that's always my thing. Rabbi saying boo to something. I'm not sure what he's booing. And let's see. Sorting down through the comments where you guys are talking to each other again. John Heater, happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanks for joining us. Vic from Fallout, don't know how in the U.S., but here 40 Smith & Wesson is cheaper now than 45 ACP. It's cheaper than 45 ACP generally here too. But all ammunition here is still pretty high right now. Spending time away from us to be with his family. Yuck. Sorry, Rabbi. Mark Becker 1895 is the model number. Yep, and I'm familiar with those. I don't think they made a lot of 1895s in 44 Magnum. I think the 1894s came out, then they started to chamber that. So good for you. It should be a good rifle for you. Chris Champo is checking out. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Pistol Pete, what is your favorite pistol of all time? I don't think I could narrow that down. My favorite one that I own is probably my 3-inch Smith & Wesson Model 66. It's been in front of the video or in front of the camera different times. I just absolutely love that little wheel gun. I got my name engraved on the side of it. It's magna ported. It's had an action job. It's just a phenomenal little revolver. That's the one I always say I'm going to be buried with. And it's going to be loaded. So any grave robbers out there, keep that in mind. Where are we? Julie Jackson, hope to see you, sir. Bless you. Thank you. Travis Chapin, the 444 Marlin is a great deer cartridge. I agree. Great cartridge. I always call it my thumper. The 444 is my thumper. Let's see. Steve Detweiler, What would be a good review? Friend just gave me 30 rounds of, or wait, 30 pounds of venison yesterday. Okay, okay, I get what you're saying now. Tactics Legion 78 is leaning toward getting a Ruger Mini 14. I had one of those years ago. Good rifle. I prefer my ARs to it, but still, if you like the minis, they're great. So definitely, by all means, grab yourself one. Travis Chapin likes the white meat as well. P. Joseph got to run. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanks for stopping by. You take care over there. When you buy ammo online, do you buy a few boxes or get a case? Depends on what I'm getting and how much I need. If I can, if it's something I shoot a lot of, the last one that I got online was from Midway USA. They had a special on 556 ammo, and I think I got 500 rounds. But I go through quite a bit of that, so especially with the videos, so that's why. Let's see, what time is it? It is 17:40 on my clock up here, or 5:40 p.m. for those of you that are feeling civilianish. Probably go about another 5 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. And now I gotta see where we are. Borderline, it's 11:37 here. Really need to go. Okay, well, thanks for joining. Again, you take care over there. I hope things calm down for you. Like I said, from what I saw in the news today, we got some difficult times going on over there. So best of luck to you and stay safe. Brian Adamson, greetings, happy Thanksgiving. Same to you. Save my Buffalo Trace, and that's good too. I don't have any Buffalo Trace right at the moment, but that's good stuff. What's your favorite pocket pistol? My Smith & Wesson 342 38 Special Centennial revolver. That thing goes in my pocket more often than anything else does. It's got the titanium cylinder, alloy frame, snag-resistant contours. That little thing is just so easy to drop in the pocket and go. Tactics Legion, Thanksgiving plans are to watch the Lions. And sorry, but the Lions went down to the Browns today. I was watching that game myself. And so finally the Browns pulled one out. I was worried at the end of the game, but best of luck to the Lions coming up on Thanksgiving Day. Scott Person, as a law enforcement officer, how do you deal with the emotional effects of responding to a tragic accident? There are a lot of tragic things that happen other than traffic crashes, but I've definitely seen my share of them. It's one of those things that you approach it as a professional. You're not. It's a very detached sort of a thing. You are concentrating on getting the information you need for the investigation, getting measurements, getting photographs. Going through the mechanics of dealing with whatever the situation is, but it's something that you just work your way through as a police officer. I don't know if I can give you a really good answer to that, and I'm probably stammering and stuttering here too much, so I think I'm just going to move on to the next thing. Mark Becker will be hunting on Thanksgiving. Good luck, Mark. And I'm not sure. Rabbi is talking in another language here, so he's worrying me a little bit. It's I worry about him enough when he's speaking in English. Ben Crane, pretty good with a shovel and like Smith & Wesson revolvers. Don't tempt me. Take your chances, Ben. Let's see. Pistol Pete, seen some of the 9mm getting down to $15 a box. Finally, I haven't seen that yet, but I'm looking for it. So hopefully it'll come our way soon. Steve Detweiler making bacon wrapped turkey breast on Thanksgiving. Ooh, that sounds good. iPod Walker at HR Funk picking up a CZ SP01. Oh, cool. Good for you. Rabbi says he won't answer me. He thinks I'm the CIA. He's not the CIA. Take my word for it. Snow Yowl says, good afternoon, HR Funk and everyone. Good afternoon to you. Travis Chapin, what's the drink of the night, Chief? This is a little bit of Jim Beam Black that I'm sipping on while I'm enjoying the live stream this evening. Rabbi, there was a time that I considered it. Okay. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't think I want to know. Rabbi says, tragic accident, clinical separation. I'll take your word for it, Rabbi. Tactical Legion, Harold's Thanksgiving specials are fantastic. Look forward to him. What about mine? Oh, man, I'm chopped liver compared to the Harold videos, the Paul Harold videos. That's okay. Paul does great videos. John Westa, enjoying your videos here in Hornell, New York. Thank you. Thank you very much, John. Absalon says, hello, Mr. Funk. Enjoy. Happy early Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mark Becker has seen some accidents I'll never forget. Wish I could. I know what you mean, Mark. And they come back to you at the weirdest times, too. Julie Jackson, great starting my morning, being here to watch the channel, being with everyone. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. Jeff Tim is here. Just got done with dinner, surprised and pleased. Thanks, Jeff. Sorry you're tuning in late. I'm just about ready to sign off for the evening, but thanks for joining while you could. SS says, happy Turkey Day. Same to you. McFasto is here. Hello to you. And long live the wheel gun. Absolutely. Pete Shore, no, you're not fond of the 40 Smith & Wesson. Actually, I do. I like the 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't mind that at all. It's a good cartridge. Couldn't pass up the 4053 TSW. That's a great pistol. I had a 4054 TSW once upon a time. How is retirement treating you? Busier than ever. That's how it's treating me. I don't have time for anything. All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you to all of you for joining. As I have said so many times, I have the greatest viewers on YouTube, and that is all of you. You guys are tremendous. And I tell people that. I don't just say that on here. I tell people that I have the greatest viewers on YouTube. I don't have the most, but I have the greatest. You people are tremendous. Thank you for joining in with the live stream. Have the greatest Thanksgiving. If you're somewhere where you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a great day and a great week. So again, just thank you, thank you, thank you. Special thank you to all of my channel members. Again, one last time, when we get to the last 2 or 3 weeks of December, I'm probably not going to be toasting. I'm toasting. I'm probably not going to be posting too many videos because I'm going to be enjoying the holidays. But don't worry, I'll be back the first of the year, and I will be doing my 2021 wrap-up video where I announce my favorite new firearm to come into my collection for the year. So all of you have a great evening. Thanks for joining in. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. And until next time, good shooting. Bye-bye.